this, they new Chanel. Champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm no matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Murray.
4-yard line.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Murray's pass complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 16 yards.
Here's Murray from midfield. That ball complete to Isabella. The 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Isabella.
A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try again with Drake, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From way up at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Still going in. This one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From way up at the 23. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson forced out to his left. Go, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play?
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Score Cardinals 21, Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's up and good.
Score Cardinals 28, Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From way up at the 23. Good-looking return set up here. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with it?
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Murray going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs, but Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Murray to give. This is Drake.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down.
On first down, Drake. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a handoff for Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. Being chased out left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From way up at the 23. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
35-yard line.
Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
By Buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and